Please rise if you can and remove your headwear for the playing of our national anthem.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the beautiful Community Credit Union Arena inside the Rath Eastlink Community Center as we get ready for our next game here at the Hockey Nova Scotia Day of Champions event. This game in the female Hockey Nova Scotia branch involves the two teams vying for the championship in the Peewee A division. We have as the visiting team in the light gray, I guess you could, or the beige you could call it, the Cape Breton Blizzard, who were the winners of the North Conference and earned the right to come here to the provincial championship game by winning the North Conference. They're going to be taking on the Western Riptide White team. For the Riptide, they are the South Conference champions, and they are going to be in their white jerseys with the green and black. The Cape Breton Blizzard, as mentioned, in the light brown or beige jerseys with the black shoulders and the black and white striping along the sides. Should be a very entertaining game for you here today. It is our 13th game out of 14 that are taking place at this event. One game left to go after this one. It'll be the Bantam A final, which will also feature a team from the Western Riptide taking on the Quad County Bulldogs. And I believe that Quad County covers Antigonish, Guysborough, Victoria, perhaps. And not sure what the fourth county is there, but it's the Quad County Bulldogs. That'll be the Bantam A game scheduled for the 3 o'clock start. And we can tell you that this is again the 13th game of the 14 that we have here at the Rath Eastlink Community Center. Your officials for this game will be coming out momentarily. Caroline Thompson will be the referee. Amanda Delacale and Hannah Connolly will be the linesmen. I think I made an error in the last game in introducing the officials. Last game it was Haley McGregor as the referee. Amanda McInnes and Caitlin Hayes were on the lines for that one. For the Riptide, their goaltender, number 30, Chloe Surrett. For the Blizzard, their goaltender, number 1, Megan Muse. And for those wondering about the format for this game, it will be 3 15-minute periods. We'll have just a quick change of ends and a short break between the short break between the first and second period, and then in the third period, between the second and third, we will have the full intermission with the flood to get us ready to go. So pre-game pomp and circumstance and ceremony all taken care of. All that's left to do is get this game underway here at the Community Credit Union Arena, Rath Eastland Community Center. Thank you again to everyone joining us here on 360 Live. I don't know if I mentioned this part or not. My name is Michael Petter, and it's been my honor and pleasure to be the voice of these games so far throughout the weekend. As we get the teams lining up for the opening face-off, it'll be Marshall to take the draw for the Blizzard. That's Geneva Marshall. And Renee Olson taking the draw for the Riptide. Just 7 forwards and 4 defensemen for the Riptide. A small roster, maybe the smallest roster we've seen out of any of the teams here at this event so far this weekend. For Cape Breton, they've got a full 6 defense and 8 forwards. Puck comes to the line and it squirts just past the defenseman. That was Paris Bernard, who couldn't quite hold the line. Now Marshall will bring the puck back in, but Linnea Paul was not able to hold her feet and ended up down on her knees inside the zone, so that'll be an offside with 33 seconds gone here in the opening period. Both teams making some quick changes. As for the Riptide, that's obviously going to be a key to this game, keeping their shifts short, trying to keep their legs underneath them with just the 7 forwards and 4 defensemen, but I would presume that that's been much of their roster all season, so they've gotten used to it by this point. Here's Paul with the puck, try to get it out in front. That's broken up. That was Amira Paul, as there are 2 players with the surname Paul on the Cape Breton team. There's a shot from long range taken by Johnson. It goes wide. Puck across to the far side, picked up there by Connors. She plays it back to the point. Wadden will send it back down low. Connors to go down below the goal line after it. Getting to it first, though, is Kirsten Kenny of the Riptide. Now Kenny gets it back again, plays it ahead for D'Entremont. Isabelle D'Entremont gets it out to center. Now played back just inside the Riptide blue line, and Connors picks up there. Played across. Shot taken there by Marshall. It gets blocked. As the Blizzard doing a good job generating some pressure here early. Hasn't translated into a shot on goal as of yet, but they've been getting the pressure. Olsen now plays it around the boards, and it's up and out to center. Arsenault back to get the puck, plays it off the wall, down the ice. Icing gets waved off, so back to get the puck there will be Doucette. Isabelle Doucette plays it ahead there for Boudreau-Poul. Now puck comes over to the far side there, Fevens. And again, if I'm mispronouncing any names, I will apologize in advance. By all means, send me a tweet to @PetterPC_sports. That's Petter with 2 T's, PC_sports, and just give me a phonetic indication of which names I'm mispronouncing and what the correct pronunciation is if I do get any of them wrong. Lowther now with the puck, goes to play it across to the far side. It comes out to center. Dumped back in again by Isabelle Doucette. Played back up the wall, not out though, and now bringing it back down below her own goal line is Paul. Out to center, played right back in again immediately by Gorham. Now picking up is Arsenault. Arsenault plays it up, trying to get it up and out of the zone, but as Paul and Paul are both out there for the Blizzard. That pass a little bit too far for Linnea Paul. Icing gets waved off, however, as both Linnea Paul and Doucette going in after it. Doucette gets to the puck first. Doucette now will lead the rush up the other way. Doucette coming through center into the Blizzard zone, but then gets the puck knocked off her stick with the defensive effort there by Arsenault. Now here comes Paul. That's Amira Paul. Getting it across. There's a shot from Vickers. That goes just wide. Now another shot. Blocker save made there by Surette. Amira Paul with it again. Knocked off her stick there by Kenny. Now the puck comes up the wall to Vickers. Vickers sends it towards the net. It goes through to the far side. Down into the corner. Vickers plays it back to the line. Bernard there. Goes to play it back down low, but that was broken up. And sending it back down into the zone is Sale. Puck played up the far wall. Picked up there by Deon. Now here, coming up with it, is Olsen. Olsen takes the backhand shot. That goes wide. Puck comes off the boards. There's a chance for Boudreau-Poole. And covering up, hanging on for the faceoff is Muse with 4:33 gone here in the first period. Each goaltender faced one official shot so far. Each goaltender with one save to this point here in the early going. Olsen and Marshall take the draw. Ellsworth now trying to get the puck corralled just outside the blue line. She couldn't, and the Riptide get it back in. Puck comes back to the line. There waiting for it was Olsen. She sends it around to the far side. I believe that's Fevens. And now it's picked up and brought out. Here come the Blizzard. Geneva Marshall leading the way. Marshall went to play the puck across. That gets broken up and sent down the length of the ice. That'll be an icing with 5:12 gone here in the opening period. Face off to the left of goaltender Chloe Surette. Off of the draw, puck goes to the far wall there. Melançon trying to play it ahead. Instead, coming in, picking up is D'Entremont. Now there's a shot deflected right in front of her own net by Gorham. And Gorham able to deflect it wide. Now the lead pass for D'Entremont. D'Entremont will send it in. It comes off the end boards. Back to pick up there is Lowther. Lowther plays it ahead there for Turner. Turner gets it up. And here come the Blizzard, but Paul made a slight veer as she got towards the blue line, and that put Elizabeth Levatt in offside with 5:43 gone here in the opening period. Still no score between the Blizzard and the Riptide. And again, just for the sake of brevity, I'll just refer to them as the Riptide. The official name that I've got on my sheet here says Western Riptide White, but since there's only one Riptide team playing, I'll refer to them as the Riptide. And there's Riptide goaltender Chloe Surette making the save and hanging on for the face-off. Again, if you want to join the conversation about the game, whether it is to correct a pronunciation or anything you want to say about the game, share your thoughts with us here by sending me a tweet, Petter, P-E-T-T-E-R, as in my last name, Petter, PC_sports, and we'll share your tweets throughout the course of the broadcast. Puck wrapped around the boards and out to center down the length of the ice. Sale back to pick up, gets to it. Icing gets waved off. Sale has a forechecker right on top of her. That was, I believe, Atkinson. It's hard to read the number there on the back of that jersey as it's tucked in so deep. Now coming here is Marshall. Marshall cutting to the outside, working her way around Dugas. Marshall couldn't get a shot away as Dugas got her tangled up. Now the puck comes back to the line. Shot by Bernard. That steered over. Now coming to the line, Sale. Her shot goes off the body of Olsen and into the far side corner. Now Bernard can't hold the line. Puck played back in, now sent back out. And picking up again is Marshall. Marshall will bring it right back into the zone. Marshall tees it up, takes the shot. Save made by Surette. And the puck cleared to the near side wall where Deon will play it to the line and just out. Sale couldn't quite hold. Now Dayon will play it back out again. And it goes all the way into the Blizzard zone where Bernard will send it up to Amira Paul. Paul gets it to Ellsworth. Here comes Ellsworth. Ellsworth with the shot. Glove save. Puck comes back to Ellsworth. Couldn't get a second shot off there. And now puck rolls back to towards the line. Paul chases it down. Bernard, good effort to try and, or that was Johnson rather, with a good effort to try and hold it in. But the puck does come out to center. Now brought back in. Connors works it down the boards. Played back to the line near side. Wadden tries the one-time shot. And a little bit off target with that one. She's able to chase the puck down, however, before it leaves the zone. 7 minutes left to go here in the first period. Still looking for the first goal of the game. Breakout pass across the ice attempted, but Johnson able to break that up. She had to wait for everyone to get back on side before she took her shot. When she did, it was steered aside with the deflection by Gorham. And now here comes Renee Olsen. Olsen coming in. Olsen makes the move to the outside. And what a save there by Megan Muse. Able to be patient enough to keep that leg there and kick it out. Making the save, keeping this a 1-0 game. A big save there off the foot of Megan Muse. Now with the puck, here's Atkinson. Atkinson tries to play it down low. That was broken up by Turner. Now the puck comes right in front of the net. Wadden will clear that over into the corner. Now out in front, trying to get it through to Dayon, but that was deflected away just in time by Johnson. In behind the net, played out in front, comes all the way through to Levatt, and she'll play it out to center. Back to pick up there is Dugas. Dugas plays it ahead out to center ice. Now picking it up there, Lowther. She'll send it down and into the Riptide zone. There's a centering pass attempted. It gets deflected away. Arsenault plays it back down low. Kenny trying to work it back up the far side. Now Kenny plays it back to the wall. Picked up there by Fevens, who sends it out to center ice. But played right back in again. Back to get it. There is Dugas. Dugas works it up. Gets as far as Lowther. Lowther takes a shot. It goes off of Dugas. And now in the corner is Marshall. Plays it back to Arsenault. Arsenault with the shot. Gets through. That gets kicked aside. Now comes to the near side wall. Under 5 minutes left to go here in the first period. Lowther battling hard to keep the puck in at the line. And we're going to get a too many men penalty. Or too many players penalty, I guess, is the proper way to say it. Against the Cape Breton Blizzard. So the first power play of the game will go to the Western Riptide at 10 minutes and 11 seconds of the first period. And Shane sending a shout out and good luck to the Cape Breton Blizzard Peewee A's from the Cape Breton Blizzard Midget A's. And so one Blizzard team cheering on another. Good to see. Great support within the Blizzard organization. So the too many players penalty going to the Blizzard here in the early going. First power play of the game in favor of the Riptide. Play the puck out in front, bouncing around and covered up. As Muse able to cover up and hang on for a face-off. Elizabeth Levatt serving the too many men penalty. Or the too many players penalty. It's hard to, when so many of the terms in the game began when the game was predominantly male, it's so many of the terms are not gender neutral. It's hard to wrap the head around trying to convert them to gender neutral. They're so ingrained in the lexicon. There's a shot from long range from D'Entremont. That doesn't miss by a whole big bunch. Now it comes back to the line. Olsen there. She'll play it over to the near side. Shot taken there by Doucette. That goes just wide. Now the puck will come back to Doucette again. Doucette deflected there. It goes down into the corner. Lowther will play it up the wall. Doucette will keep it in, send it back down the wall into the corner. Lowther there, but she gets it taken from her by D'Entremont. Over to the far wall. Now to the line, held in by Olsen. Olsen sends it down to D'Entremont. D'Entremont has it knocked off her stick. Olsen will pick up, tries to get the shot through. D'Entremont, and that goes just wide. Now to the line, Doucette, as we're down to about 30 seconds left in the penalty. Doucette has it knocked away from her. Lowther plays it back up the boards. Doucette keeps it in, wraps it around to the far side. It goes all the way over to where I believe that's Fevens, back to the line for Olsen. Olsen with the shot that ends up hitting one of the Blizzard players. That was Arsenault, and it sent down the length of the ice. That will pretty much do it for the penalty here. Just a couple seconds left in the Riptide man advantage. We are now back to 5-on-5. Bernard plays it down into the Blizzard zone. Back to get it there, Olsen. Olsen works it up the wall. It's out to center. Bernard plays it back in again, and Olsen will let it go, and going to get it is Doucette. Doucette plays it up, and it ends up going down the ice just past Lorelei Sale, and that'll be an icing call against the Riptide. 2:24 left to go here in the first period. A couple of decent chances for the Riptide there on that power play, but either the defense or Megan Muse able to get in front of those shots to keep this a game where we have yet to have any goal scored. Puck comes to the line. Sale with the shot. That gets most of the way through, but then blocked. And now out come the Riptide. Trying to find that puck there was Atkinson. Couldn't quite get a handle on it. Now coming in, D'Entremont. She gets the puck stripped from her by Paul, and here comes Amira Paul back up the other way. Paul trying to cut to the center of the ice, has it knocked off her stick, and now it's played down to center, or down through center, all the way into the Blizzard zone for an icing call with 1:50 left to go here, period number one. And the face-off will be between Peyton Ellsworth of the Blizzard and didn't catch the number of the Riptide player. It was Olsen who took the draw for the Blizzard, or for the Riptide. Now with the puck there is Marshall. Plays it through the center of the ice. It comes all the way to Wadden. She'll take the shot, and it ends up deflecting off of the leg of Gorham. And having to be quick on that one was Chloe Surrett to make the save and hang on for the face-off. 1:29 now left to go here in the first period. Shots on goal favor the Blizzard here 6-3. Blizzard win the draw again. Puck comes back to Wadden. Wadden takes the shot. It comes off the end boards. Puck played down into the corner by Doucette. Now Doucette trying to work it up the wall. That's sent back down below the goal line. Gorham wraps it around the boards. It comes back to Wadden. Wadden with the shot. That goes wide. Off the end boards. Going after it in the corner there, Turner. Turner plays it back to the point. Puck gets to the line and out. And as Wadden dumps it back in, the Blizzard will have to come out and touch up. Under a minute to go here, period number one. Riptide able to clear the zone, and Fevens now plays it off the wall and ahead. Hustling back to get the puck as it's played back into the zone is Doucette. Doucette plays it around to the near side for Atkinson. Doesn't quite get all the way to Atkinson. Now out in front, there's a chance. And a great chance for Turner, but I believe Surrett got a piece of that puck. Now coming out the other way, racing to get to it is Wadden. She gets there in time. Not able to clear it back out. Now it does come out, but picking up will be Dugas. Puck is underneath Linnea Paul. She was able to find it and kick it free. And now it's sent down the other way. Just 6 seconds left in the period. Perhaps time for a quick shot if Paul can get that shot away. She can't. And that will do it for period number 1. No scoring. And we can tell you that this is the 3rd time over the course of these 3 days. This being the 13th game, this is the 3rd time that we've had a tie at the end of the first period. We had the Pictou County Crushers and the South Shore Lumberjacks tied at 1 after 1 period in the Midget A championship game back on Friday. And the only other game that was tied after 1 period of play, as I work my way through the list, it was also a scoreless tie after the first 15 minutes. The Atom B boys game between the Chebucto Atlantics Green and the Clare Digby Ravens. Clare Digby ended up winning that game in a shootout, the only game of the event that has gone beyond the regulation 45 minutes. The game between the Crushers and the Lumberjacks that was tied at 1 after 15 minutes. The Crushers ended up going on to win that one 6-2 with 3 goals in the second period to break open the significant lead, and they extended it further. So what do we have in store for us over the next 30 minutes of action? Well, we'll have to wait and find out. Here's Amira Paul with the puck. She'll play it over to Arsenault. Arsenault has it knocked off her stick and out to center. Now Paul plays it across to the far side. Lowther will send it down into the zone. Back to get it there is Dugas. Dugas works it up the wall. It's knocked down there by Linnea Paul. Lowther, she'll take the shot. That goes wide, comes off the end boards. Getting to it there was Wickers, but she couldn't get a shot away. Now Wickers gets it back again to Marshall. Marshall cutting in, trying to the sharp angle shot. That goes off the side of the net. Kenny went to play it up the wall. That gets intercepted. Now Marshall looking far post, and Surette able to get a piece of that and steer it aside. Marshall again with the puck. Marshall throws it through the top of the crease. It comes all the way to the near side boards and played out. Hustling down after it there is Melanson. Melanson now forechecking on Lowther as Lowther has the puck. She plays it ahead. It comes all the way out to Isabelle Doucette at her own blue line. Doucette, her clearing attempt knocked down. And now back to pick up the puck. There was Atkinson trying to send the puck free, but she was not able to do so. Now it's Gorham with it. Gorham plays it ahead. It gets to Deon. Deon plays it down into the Blizzard zone. Back to pick up there is Sale. Sale turns it over. And Megan Muse had to be sharp on that one as a great opportunity for the Riptide. I believe it was Atkinson who had that chance. Not quite able to convert. 1:50 gone here in the second period. And it continues to be the story of the goaltenders so far here this afternoon. This game now, I believe, getting to be the... Just double check this one more time here. Because that other game that was scoreless after 20 minutes, we'll let you know when. Puck dumped down the ice. That's an icing call against the Blizzard. Just a couple of minutes away from becoming the longest game of the weekend before we get the first goal. As mentioned, there was one other game that was tied at 0 after the first period. It was until 4:29 of the second that we had our first goal in that one. So we're getting close to that time. There's a chance again. And another save made by Muse as Fevens was right there in front, trying to get that puck to go through the 5-hole. D'Entremont will take the draw for the Riptide against Amira Paul of the Blizzard. Levatt trying to clear. She can't. held in and sent back in deep there by, I want to say that's Melanson. Out come the Blizzard now as Amira Paul takes the shot. That goes wide, comes off the end boards. Trying to center it, but it's broken up. Now played off the side of the net. Getting it there is Kenny. She'll wrap it around. And out come the Riptide. Puck turned over. Paul trying to wait long enough to let Levatt get onside, but Paul's momentum just carried her in a little bit too quickly. 3:07 gone here in the second period. And we're now a minute 22 away from being the longest we've gone in any of the games here at the Day of Champions before we get the first goal of the game. And I want everybody to be clear, I'm not saying this as an indictment of the offense, I'm saying this as a compliment to the defense for both of these teams. 3:13 gone here in the second period. Face off, Olsen versus Marshall. Puck rolls into the Blizzard zone, now back out to center. Doucette has her pocket picked, and here's a chance for Wickers. Wickers gets it across, trying to get it to Marshall. The pass just a little bit behind her, but a great job on the back check by Gorham not to allow Marshall to adjust. Now in behind the net, Wickers. That's cleared away by Gorham. Puck over to Dion, and Dion able to send it down the ice. Hustling back to get it is Johnson. Johnson turning back up the other way, plays the puck out to center. Doucette there waiting for it. She fans on her dump-in attempt, but able to get the puck in is Olsen. Now here comes Marshall. 4 minutes gone here in period number 2. Marshall plays it through the crease. It comes off the near wall. Wickers, her shot gets blocked, and then it gets dumped out, and that'll be an icing call against the Riptide as Doucette cleared that puck down the length of the ice. We've played 4 minutes and 12 seconds, and in that other game, as mentioned, 4:29 of the second period was that goal. Of the second period, so we're 17 seconds shy. There's a shot that gets blocked. Arsenault with it now. Comes off the end boards. Cleared to the far wall by Dugas. Dugas now tries to work it back up the wall again. Knocked down there by Lowther. Now the puck will come to the near side, Arsenault. Arsenault, shot gets through, covered up by Surette, and she'll hang on for the face-off. 4:39 gone here in the first period. Shots on goal favor the Blizzard 7-4, but both goaltenders to this point not allowing anything to get past them. Paul will take the draw against, it appears it's going to be Olsen. It is indeed Olsen who comes into the face-off dot. Paul wins the draw back to Connors. Connors' shot can't get through. Puck comes back to the near wall. Connors again turns and fires. Paul with the deflection. And Surette able to cover up and hang on again. 4:48 gone here in this second period. A reminder, there's one more game yet to go after this one. The Riptide, the Western Riptide White, have another chance at a provincial title along with this one. Here come the Riptide coming in. They score! I believe that's Atkinson. Couldn't see the number on the back. We'll have to wait and double check. No, Atkinson's on the bench. So that must have been Mercedes Melanson. And now I see the jersey does come out, and it is Melanson who got that goal at 4:58 of period number 2. And we will tell you that so far through the Day of Champions here for Hockey Nova Scotia, as mentioned, this is the 13th game. The previous 12 games the team that scored first has gone 9-3. Melanson getting confirmed as unassisted. So Melanson gets the goal unassisted at 4:58. And as mentioned, 9-3 the teams that have scored first so far. So a .750 winning percentage for teams who get the first goal in this event so far. And obviously it's not a definitive fact, but certainly statistically important to get that first goal in the game. And the Riptide were able to do that here in this one. Here's Amira Paul. Paul takes the shot. Save made. And the puck cleared over to the corner. Paul gets it back again. Plays it out in front, but it was off to the right of Marshall. If Marshall was a right-handed shot instead of left, it would have been right into her wheelhouse. Now trying to find that puck in her feet is Atkinson. Atkinson couldn't quite get to it. Now she sends it down into the corner. Battling in the corner there is Sale for the Blizzard. And coming out with it, here's Amira Paul. Paul, a very skilled puck carrier, takes the shot. That goes a little bit wide. Now it's going to come to Linnea Paul. And anybody watching, if you can tell me if Paul, the Paul girls, Linnea and Amira, are they sisters, cousins, or is it just coincidence that we've got two players with the surname Paul on the team? I know Paul is a very common last name through much of Cape Breton, but just curious. Here's Linnea Paul with the puck now. Linnea takes the shot. That goes wide. Vickers now gets it to Amira Paul. Her shot, and that doesn't miss the target by much as she took the backhander. Now coming out with it is Boudreau Poole. Boudreau Poole carries up the ice. Boudreau Poole still with it. Actually, I apologize. That was Olsen carrying it all the way up there. Boudreau Poole is out there on the ice as well, but it was 75, not 79, making that carry up the ice. Now out at center, picked up and brought in by Johnson, but she brought the puck in just a little bit offside with 7:20 left to go here in the second period. Oh. Sorry about that, folks. Also, I'm getting a little bit lax on my duties. There we go. Now you've got the right score and the right period up there on your screens. My sincere apologies. Marshall with the puck there. Gets it ahead and into the zone. There's a shot. That goes wide. Riptide get it out to center. Arsenault there. She tried to play it ahead, but it's turned over. Here comes Melanson. Melanson with one goal already, but a great job on the back check by Lowther to disrupt the stick of Melanson enough she couldn't get a real good shot away. Now coming back up the other way. Here comes Marshall. She's got Connors with her. Marshall gets it across. Connors settles the bouncing puck. Plays it looking for the far post. Trying to get a deflection there for Ellsworth. But that a little bit just too far away from her. 6:35 left to go here in the second period. 1-0 for the Riptide. Out comes Connors with the puck. Connors plays it across there for Ellsworth. Ellsworth sends it around behind the net, comes out the near side for Marshall. Marshall sending it back behind the net. Ellsworth went to play it back to the point, but it went off the side of the net. And the Riptide are able to get it out to center. Arsenault went to play it ahead. That goes right to Atkinson, who plays it back into the Blizzard zone. Now here comes Amira Paul. Paul bringing the puck in. Paul takes the shot. Save made by Surratt. And smothering for a face-off with 5:47 left to go here in period number 2. And the Riptide, Western Riptide White, with the 1-0 lead. We mentioned there is one more game. It's a scheduled 3 o'clock start. The Bantam A Championship game. The Quad County Bulldogs taking on another Western Riptide White team. Actually, it would be Richmond County now that I think about it. Would be the 4th county for the Quad County Bulldogs. Puck sent down the length of the ice. Back to get it there is Sale. Sale plays it ahead. Picked up and carrying it out. Pass a little bit far in front of Levat. Levat goes into the corner heavily with one of the Riptide players. Now Sale with the shot. Another chance. Turning and firing is Paul, and the save made as Chloe Surratt continues to stand tall for the Riptide. 5:09 left to go here. Shots on goal favor the Blizzard. 11-5. But the only goal of the game to this point, Mercedes Melançon, unassisted, back at 4:58 of the first period. As the Riptide goalie's water bottle, I guess, got left behind at the end of the first period, and she just realized it, so got the linesman to go and get it for her. There's a shot that gets blocked and played out to center ice. Picked up there by Melançon. She turns it over just inside the blue line, sent back up the other way. Puck goes rolling in across the red line. No icing indicated, as back to get it is D'Entremont. She plays it ahead, but that's broken up by Linnea Paul. There's a deflection by Vickers. And then covering up is Chloe Surratt as she continues to stand tall for the Riptide here. As we have our battle of natural weather phenomenons, the Blizzard and the Riptide. And so far, water leads over wind and snow by a score of 1-0. Played out to center. Picked up out there by Johnson. Johnson looking for options. Then tried to play it ahead, but got her stick disrupted. And coming back the other way is Olsen. Olsen gets tripped up. And we'll have the first penalty, or the second penalty of the game against the Blizzard. The first one was a too many players penalty. This time it's going to be a slashing call that's indicated against Johnson. So the Riptide, who were not successful on their first power play, get a second chance with the man advantage here at 10:51 of period number 2. Amaya Johnson goes off for the slash. And one of those weird statistical quirks. The penalty in the first period came at 10:11. Penalty in this period coming at 10:51. Not that that has much to do with anything, but weird quirks. Puck played back to the line to Doucette. Doucette sends it down low, goes all the way behind the net there for Fevens. Fevens trying to play it out in front. Turned over, but to the line, not out. Doucette with a shot. She was looking for a deflection. Fevens got a piece of the puck, but not able to get it on target. Now in behind the net, comes to the near side corner. Melançon plays it back to the line for Doucette. Doucette gets away from Ellsworth, takes the shot. That goes just outside the far post. Now Owens will send it, or Olsen, sends it down around Melançon. Played to the line. Doucette again. Has it knocked away from her by Ellsworth. And it'll be played out to center. Back to get it is Olsen. For D'Entremont out in neutral ice. D'Entremont sets it back up to Olsen. Into the Blizzard zone. Rolled away from Olsen. Now Melançon working her way down. Melançon throws it towards the front of the net. The only one there is Lowther, and she'll get it out. Waiting for it at her own blue line was Doucette. Now Ellsworth will dump the puck in, go off on a change as there's only about 15 seconds left to go in the power play. It looks like the Blizzard will go 2 for 2 on the kill here as Marshall picks up the puck. Marshall coming ahead as we are now indeed back to 5-on-5. Puck played to the line, held in by Lowther. Her shot gets blocked by D'Entremont, and out come the Riptide. There's Atkinson. She dumps it in deep with under 2 minutes left to go here in the second period. Marshall coming out through center, gets the puck knocked off her stick just at the blue line, and that ends up resulting in an offside against the Blizzard. With 1:41 on the clock here in period number 2, and still the only goal of the game, that of Mercedes Melançon at 4:58 of this period, unassisted, to give the Riptide the current 1-0 lead that they hold. Marshall wins the draw and brings the puck into the zone herself, then turns to try and fire it in front of the net, but it goes off a skate and the Riptide are able to clear. Now at the Riptide blue line, played ahead, and Olsen will get it the rest of the way down into the Blizzard zone. Back to pick up there is Sale. Sale tried to clear it out, but ended up running into Atkinson. Now Olsen will send the puck in behind the net, and going back to pick up there is Bernard. Bernard gets the puck out to center as we're into the final minute. Dugas played it over to Kenny. Kenny will get it down into the zone. It comes back out. Kenny dumps it back in again. And this time Bernard, or that's Turner rather, leading the rush. Turner has it knocked off her stick. Following up is Paul. Paul puts it just wide. Looking to go near post. And just a little hair off target. Puck sent down into the Blizzard zone. Paul and Melançon go into the boards. Puck back up the other way, and that was Amira Paul who ended up carrying the puck in offside. It was Linnea Paul who went into the boards there with Melançon. 18 seconds exactly left to go here in the second period. A reminder, we will have a full intermission at the end of this period. Puck comes up to Vickers. Vickers takes a bump. Vickers trying to work her way into a shooting position. Puck comes all the way to the near wall. Now Paul. Paul spinning, trying to get the puck in front. It rolls through. Shot just before the buzzer. And that's steered aside, and the Riptide will carry a 1-0 lead into the intermission. And we can tell you that of those previous 13 games, 10 of them have had teams carry leads into the third. So there have been, or the previous 12, this is the 13th game. The previous 12 games, 10 of them have carried leads. 2 of them were tied going into the third. And of those 10 teams that were leading, all 10 of them went on to win. However, we can tell you also that there hasn't been a 1-goal lead going into the third. We had those 2 ties, but all of the other leads were either 2 goals or more. As we go back through the Midget B championship game that started everything off, the Cole Harbour Wings, they were leading 4-1. They went on to win 6-1. Pictou County in the Midget A game, they led 4-2. They went on to win 6-2. In the Bantam B game, the Tassa Ducks were leading 6-0. They won 9-0. The Tassa Ducks in Bantam A were leading 7-0. They won 9-2. One of the games that was tied, the Bedford Blues and Tassa Ducks in Peewee AA. That game ended a 3-1 win for Bedford. It was 5-3 for the Tassa Ducks Black over Acadia. They went on to win 6-4. That's the Peewee B game. In Peewee A, it was 8-0 after 1 period, or after 2 periods. It ended up a 9-2 scoreline in favor of the Mariners. That was Peewee A. In Atom B action, that was a 3-goal lead for Clare Digby. They led 3-0. The Chiboucto Atlantics came back in the third period, tied it up, forced overtime, had the game go all the way to a shootout before the Ravens ended up getting the 4-3 victory. A 3-1 scoreline in Atom A as South Shore were leading Truro. They went on to win 4-2. The other game that was tied going into the third, the Atom AA game yesterday, Truro and Acadia tied at 4. Acadia went on to win 7-4. This morning, we had Fundy Highland Colchester Cyclones lead Metro East Inferno Red 4-0 after 2 periods. They won it 5-0. And a 3-1 lead for the Metro East Inferno Force West, or Metro East Inferno over Metro West Force Blue, if I could read my own writing. It was a 3-1 lead after 2 periods. It ended up a 3-2 victory for the Inferno. So this is the first time in the 13 games that we have a 1-goal margin going into the third. So can the Riptide hang on to that lead? Well, we've got 15 minutes left to find out. We'll take a break. We'll come back and set up that final 15 minutes. In the meantime, don't forget, if you want to join the conversation about this game, send me a tweet at PetterPC_sports. Let me know your thoughts through the first 2 periods of this game. We'll take a break. We'll come back, get you ready for the third. Riptide lead the Blizzard 1-0 after 2 periods of play. You are watching the Peewee A Championship game here on 360 Live. Welcome back as we get you ready for the start of the third period here. The Western Riptide White with the slimmest of 1-0 leads over the Cape Breton Blizzard. A very entertaining game so far between these two teams, and I want to send a big thank you for the correction of a pronunciation by Mary Lee Lyons, letting me know that it should be Marissa Fevens, not Fevens. And to the entire Fevens family, I again extend apologies and reassure that no offense was meant in any way, shape, or form. Shots on goal through 2 periods. I don't know if I mentioned this at the end of the second. The Blizzard lead 11-6 in the shot margin, but again, the only goal coming from the stick of Mercedes Melançon, giving the Riptide that all-important lead as we go into the third period. And right off the bat, Paul takes the puck into the Riptide zone, takes the shot, but it goes off a body and rolls into the corner. Out comes Doucette with the puck now. Doucette will play it down into the Cape Breton zone. Back to settle it there will be Wadden. Wadden plays it around behind her own net. Now we've got a Riptide player, or a Cape Breton player, down on the ice. Paul holding her head as she's slowly making her way back to her own bench in quite a bit of discomfort. I didn't see what exactly happened. It was well away from the puck, but here now is Ellsworth with it. She takes the shot. That goes wide, comes off the end boards. Connors now in front. Ellsworth fans on her attempt there. If Ellsworth had been able to connect on that one, that very well could have created the tying goal. Olsen will dump the puck in, and that will be an icing call against the Riptide. And I see the Cape Breton coaching staff checking on Amira Paul, and Paul has been so impressive this game. Easily one of the most skilled stick handlers and puck carriers on this Blizzard team, and if good news for the Blizzard, she's back up on her feet and appears to be ready to go again. With the puck there, D'Entremont, she gets it to the line and out. And picking up is Marshall. She'll bring it right back in. Marshall cutting to the outside. Marshall plays it off the side of the net. And that one cleared away. And out to center. Just beyond Bernard. Bernard hustling back to get onto that puck. But coming in a hurry, Melançon. Melançon couldn't control her own speed, however, as she brought herself right into the end boards. Now coming back up the other way. Here's Marshall with the puck. Marshall has it knocked off her stick. Nice back check by D'Entremont. Now Linnea Paul ends up knocking down Boudreau-Poul. And we'll get, as the puck ended up in the Riptide bench, we'll get a stoppage with 2:03 gone here in the third period. And that's 1-0 scoreline continuing to stand. This definitely our lowest scoring game to this point. The previous low was a 4-goal game. Bedford and Tassa played to a 3-1 final. Every other game we've had quite a bit of offense. We had a 5-goal game as well, but that low right now is 4. And again, this is not an indictment of the offense of either team. It's a compliment to each of the defenses and both of the goaltenders. Arsenault back down into her own zone, wraps it around the boards. It does get up to Paul. Good to see her back out there on the ice. Arsenault gets it again. Played out to center, now picked up by Kenny. Kenny gets it as far as the Blizzard blue line, turned back up the other way by Lowther. Lowther gains the red and dumps the puck in. Back to get it will be Dugas. Dugas plays it up the wall there for Boudreau-Poul. Boudreau Poole able to get it out past Lowther and down the length of the ice. That'll be an icing call. 3:06 gone here in the third period. 1-0 remains the score line in favor of the Riptide. Again, we do have one more game left to go after this one. The Quad County Bulldogs will also take on a Western Riptide team. That'll be for the Bantam A Championship coming up at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Played out to center. Marshall able to pick up the puck. Marshall turning up now, brings it into the Riptide zone. Marshall takes the shot, save made by Surette, and she'll hang on for a face-off. 3:35 gone here in the third period, and for Chloe Surette, that's 12 saves on 12 shots. Marshall will take the draw against, I believe it's Olsen. Marshall wins it to Ellsworth. Ellsworth shot gets blocked by, it was indeed Olsen who took the faceoff and blocked that shot. Now the puck down into the Cape Breton zone. Back to pick up there is Johnson. But Olsen on the forecheck creates the turnover momentarily. Johnson now plays it out to center. Back to get it at neutral ice is Kenny. She plays it back to Olsen. Olsen now will get it to Dayon. Now picked up by Marshall. Marshall for Connors. Connors back to Marshall. Marshall with the shot, looking top corner far side, and just put it wide of the net. Fevens plays it out to center. Picked up there. Now puck played ahead and as far as the Riptide line. Now played back up the other way as we get a little bit of ping pong back and forth across the red line, and finally one of them ends up going all the way down the ice, so that'll be an icing call with 10:26 left to go, 4:34 gone. And I talk so often about the first 5 minutes of the third period being so incredibly crucial, either for a team to extend a lead or a team to try and close a gap, or if nothing else, the team that's leading to try and work towards the clock becoming more of an ally. Well, when it's only a one-goal margin, that clock really doesn't become an ally until you're down into the real waning moments. Here's Vickers with it now. She has Linnea Paul with her. Vickers over to Paul. And the puck ends up going off the skate of Paul and wide of the net. Now played to the line, held in there by Sale. Now a shot taken by Amira Paul, and that gets, I believe that was Surette who stopped that. It may have gone off another body. Now Olsen able to get it out to center, takes a bump as that was Boudreau Poole who took that bump as she got the puck out to center, but it was right back in again. Now Vickers. Where is the puck? There it is. They score! I didn't know where the puck was, neither did many of the people who were on the ice, but Lorelei Sale found it and scored the tying goal at 5:32 of the third period. It's 1-1 between the Blizzard and the Riptide. A big goal there for Paul, or for Sale, tying up this game at a goal apiece. And will that open up the floodgates, or will that, how will that affect the impact or the play of this game? Unassisted at 5:32. Olsen tried to bring the puck in. That gets knocked away. Picked up now Kenny. She plays it ahead. Intercepted, and here comes Amira Paul. Paul gets the puck knocked off her stick. Kenny plays it over into the corner. Atkinson works it up the wall to the line, not out, held in by Bernard. Now it comes out with Olsen. Olsen has it knocked off her stick. Delayed offside. Now the puck comes back out. Atkinson sends it back in. It goes off the skate of an official. Atkinson tries to push it back down low. It's picked up there by Sale. Here comes Sale. Sale working her way into the Riptide zone. Gets it in front there, and there was a chance for Levat, but she ends up putting it just wide. Now to the line, held in there with a good play by Amira Paul. Puck into the corner. D'Entremont gets it to the line. Not out, held in. Now it does come out, and picking up, here's Fevens. Fevens ends up overskating the puck. Arsenault fans on it. Now she gets it down. Where waiting for it is Dugas. Dugas plays it to the line, held in. Marshall now. Marshall cutting through, takes a shot, save made, rebound cleared away, and Fevens will pick up. Halfway through the third period, played down into the Cape Breton zone. Back to get it is Arsenault. Arsenault plays it up the wall. Fevens couldn't knock that one down. It comes out to Doucette to center, and Doucette waiting for it there. Plays it in across the blue line. Now back out again. Here's Ellsworth with it. Ellsworth bringing it into the zone. Ellsworth looking far post, misses wide. Puck goes up the wall and played out to center. Arsenault dumps it back in. And Doucette will go back behind the net to pick it up. Doucette has it knocked off her stick. Connors tries to spin and fire, but the puck rolled just off the toe of her stick before she could get the shot away. Now Marshall plays it down into the corner for Connors. Connors has it taken from her. It gets to the line, held in there by Lowther. Her shot goes wide. And hustling back to get onto that puck is Melançon. She gets it out to center. Into the Cape Breton zone, but the Riptide came in just ahead of the puck, so that'll be an offside with 6:33 left to go here in regulation. And yes, we're at that point where using the R word may be more appropriate, as we may see for just the second time out of 13 games here at this event, a game go beyond 45 minutes. Linnea Paul gets the puck out to center. Now it's played back to the Cape Breton blue line and bringing it back up the other way. There's a shot, kick, save, and getting to the puck there was Vickers. In behind the net, D'Entremont takes over possession, uses a bit of a pick, as in the basketball type play, but the referee lets it go. Now Paul knocks the puck down. That was Linnea. Then it comes out to center, and Amira Paul brings it back in. Offside, 5:48 remaining here in the third period. And the face-off will be just outside the Riptide blue line. Marshall and Olsen to take the draw. Marshall overskates the puck, and now heading up the other way. Here's a pass for Olsen. Olsen coming in. Olsen takes the shot, puts it off the post. Muse made a save with the shoulder, and then the puck went from Muse's shoulder to the post. That close for the Riptide to retake the lead. Here comes Marshall. Marshall with the shot. Save made. Rebound cleared up to D'Entremont. D'Entremont has it knocked off her stick. Now played ahead all the way out to center. Waiting for it there, Wadden. Wadden fans on her pass attempt, but coming back to help out is Johnson. Johnson now coming up the other way. 5 minutes left to go. There's a shot. Save made by Surrett. And she's not going to take any chances at all. She will cover it up. Tied at 1 with 5 minutes left to go, but how close were we to the Riptide regaining the lead? Muse got just enough of that puck with her shoulder to change its direction just enough that it hit the post almost completely flush. If Muse doesn't get a piece of that puck, it hits the inside of the post and deflects in instead of bouncing back out. Big save there by Megan Muse. Now the puck goes down the length of the ice and icing is called. Good hustle there by Melançon trying to get to that puck before it gets to the line, but couldn't quite beat the play out. Face-off. Olsen, who seems to be the face-off specialist for the Riptide, to take the draw against Paul. Paul wins it back to Ellsworth. Ellsworth's shot gets blocked there by DoC. Now the puck comes back to the line. There's a shot from the point. Puck in front. Chance for Paul. And Surette, I believe, got a piece of that one. Now Paul plays it towards the front. Cleared away. And Marshall will hold it in at the line. Marshall tried to play it back in deep. That gets knocked down by a Riptide player and back out to center. Here's Olsen. Olsen plays it down into the corner. Back to get it there will be Ellsworth. Wrapped around the boards. DoC can't hold the line. DoC has to hustle to get back onto it as there were a couple of Cape Breton players following her. They went in just offside. Paul tried to touch up but couldn't get her feet out quite far enough. And so it ends up being an offside call against the Blizzard. 3:53 left to go here in the third period. And we'll have a timeout taken by, I believe it was, the indication was the Cape Breton Blizzard. We'll double check here. Yes, it is indeed the Cape Breton Blizzard who take their timeout with 3:53 left to go here in the third period. 1-1 your scoreline. If you're just joining us, the goals coming from Mercedes Melançon of the Western Riptide. She scored back at 4:58 of the second period. Then at 5:32 here in the third period, Lorelei Sale with the goal to tie it all up, bringing us to where we stand. Riptide Blizzard 1-1, 3:53 left on the clock. D'Entremont and Amira Paul to take the draw. Paul wins it back to Sale. Sale goes to dump it in. It goes off of Paul right to Marshall. Marshall has it knocked away from her by D'Entremont, but now the puck's sent in deep. Going in to get it there, Lowther. She tries to play it towards the front. Goes off of, that was Gorham. Now it gets back to the line. There's a shot. Knocked down by D'Entremont. Puck comes to Lowther. She takes the shot and it goes just off the outside of the post. Great chance there for Lowther. And that ended up just off the outside of the post. Now played in front. Doucette trying to clear it out of danger. Played as far as the line. Held in there by Sale. Now Doucette will pick up and will carry it. But a great play there, knocking the puck off Doucette's stick. Coming from, and there's another save by Surette. Johnson was the one who knocked that puck away from Doucette, and then Surette had to recover and make the save. 3:04 left to go here in the third period. Time for the statement of the obvious of this game. Next goal's a big one. 3:04 on the clock. Paul wins the draw back. There's a shot. Knocked down. Now the puck comes to Marshall. Marshall trying to work around Olsen. Picked up there by Fevens. Fevens gets it out to center. It's into the Cape Breton zone. Back to get it. Johnson wrapped around to the far side. First one onto it there was Melançon. Now it's played out and down the length of the ice. That'll be an icing call against the Blizzard. 2:36 left to go here in regulation. Face-off will be to the right of goaltender Megan Muse. Muse, 5 saves on 6 shots so far this afternoon. Feels like she's faced a few more than that, but a lot of shots have been blocked on their way into her. While at the other end, Chloe Surette, 20 saves on 21 shots. Here comes Vickers. Vickers gets around, takes a shot, save made, and then Surratt able to cover up before Vickers could get a second chance in there. 2:18 left to go here in the third period. Not disputing that the Blizzard have had more shots on goal than the Riptide. That's certainly an accurate statement. It feels like it's closer in the shots on goal than 22-6. The Blizzard certainly have controlled more of the play than the Riptide have. Puck comes to Arsenault. Arsenault gets it down to Connors. Connors tried to set it up for Vickers, but the pass just to the backhand side of her. She wasn't quite set for that. Now, here's Doucette with the puck. She'll play it off the wall and into the Cape Breton zone. Arsenault there gets it to the line. Doucette will hold it in. Under 2 minutes left. Puck back down into the Riptide zone. Gorham will play it across near side for Melançon. Out to center. Waiting for it there was Sale, but she couldn't get the dump in as it hit a body. Now back down into the Cape Breton end. Connors plays it ahead for Linnea Paul. Paul back to Arsenault. Arsenault had the puck roll off her stick. Now Marshall with a backhand shot. That hits her own teammate. Marshall chasing it down in the corner. Marshall takes a bump. We're going to get a penalty here. They're going to call the hook against the Riptide with 1:10 left to go in regulation. And the Cape Breton Blizzard will get their first power play of the game at 13:50 of the third period. And what a time to get your first power play of the game. $1:10 left to go in regulation. And Isabelle Doucette takes the penalty for hooking. Off of the face-off, D'Entremont plays the puck to the wall. Comes around to the near side. Paul there for it, Amira Paul that is. Now it comes to the line. Shot blocked, not able to clear as it went right into the midsection of Sale. Now Fevens able to get the puck out to center. Marshall bringing it back in. 43 seconds left in regulation. Here's Marshall. Marshall coming in. Marshall with a couple of moves. And Surratt makes another big save. Puck cleared over to the corner. Now Fevens will get it. Play it to the line. Paul just holds the line. Amira Paul gets tripped up. No way you're going to put a team down 5-on-3 in this kind of timing, though. Here comes Olsen. Olsen with the shot. She scores! A short-handed goal by Renee Olsen with 19.7 seconds left to go in regulation. Renee Olsen, that might be the biggest goal of your life. What an opportunity, and now the Riptide will take their timeout to talk things over and make sure everybody understands what is needed from them for the next 19.7 seconds. A short-handed goal by Renee Olsen. Olsen gets that goal unassisted. 19.7 seconds left to go. What do the Blizzard have left in them to try and get a power play goal here? It will be 5-on-4 at least, as the Riptide are still shorthanded. Riptide win the draw back into their own zone, hustling back to get to the puck there. Played out to center. Here's D'Entremont with it. 18 seconds left. There's a shot. That goes just wide. Puck down deep into the Cape Breton zone. Do they have time? They pick up. Here comes Marshall. Marshall coming up. 6 seconds left. Marshall out to the outside. Cuts to the middle. Loses control. There's a shot. Save. Rebound. Another shot. And they make the Riptide our champions. as they pile on top of their hero, Chloe Surratt, who finishes with 24 saves on 25 shots. What an incredible game for the Riptide. And you can see in the hall, leading onto the ice, the Bantam Riptide team cheering on, sometimes literally, more times figuratively, their younger sisters. What a win for the Riptide. For the Cape Breton Blizzard, understandable heartbreak, but when they look back on this in future years, they will be proud of the silver medal that they have earned today. To get to this game is an accomplishment, a great accomplishment. For the Riptide, absolute elation. A fantastic win as they score the game-winning goal shorthanded with 19 seconds left to go. Let's send things downstairs to our in-house public address announcer for the post-game presentations.
Now for the presentation of awards, please welcome to the ice service from Hockey Nova Scotia, Alicia Wilton and Tim Clayton. First off, we'd like to recognize the officials for today's game. Referee Caroline Thompson. Linesman Amanda DeLaSalle. And Hannah Conway. Now the most valuable player for the Cape Breton Blizzard, going to number 19, Genevieve Marshall. The most sportsmanlike player in today's game for the Cape Breton Blizzard goes to number 1 between the pipes, Megan Woo. MVP today's game for the Western Riptide goes to number 75, Renee Wilson. And the most sportsmanlike player in today's game for the Western Riptide is the girl between the pipes, number 30, Chloe Surratt. Now for the presentation of the silver medal winners, provincial runners-up, the Cape Breton Blizzard. Starting off, we're going to be the pipes, number 1, Megan Woo. Number 2, Alyssa Lauder. Number 10, Ryan Johnson. Number 16, Laura Sue. Number 22, Lynette Arsenal. Number 29, Paris Bernard. Number 77, Alyssa Walker. Number 4, Mira Paul. Number 5, Elise Tucker. Number 7, Kennedy Baker. And the presentation of the gold medalists and provincial champions, the Western Riptide. From team base number 30, Louis Suarez. Number 11, Ali Dugan. Number 17, Kirsten Kenny. Number 19, Kelly Gorham. Number 26, Isabel Vincent. Number 3, Isabel Montremont. Number 22, Ruth Dion. Number 24, Mercedes Lutzer. Number 41, Marissa Evans. Number 75, Renee Wilson. Number 79, Alyssa Boudreau. Number 81, Katie Atkinson. And coaching Riptide, Aaron Deltamont. Assistant Darren Wilson. Manager Dana Levy. And trainer Jason Taylor. Gold medalist, provincial champions, Western Riptide.
That's going to wrap things up for us here in this one. What a finish. The Riptide as they go up and get their provincial championship banner and the trophy and the plaque. A great win for the Riptide, 2-1 for the Blizzard. A fantastic effort, an incredible game. The Blizzard, so much to be proud of throughout the course of this season, winning that silver medal. Congratulations to them for making it to this game. But for the Riptide, it's an extra special one. They get the victory 2-1, and they are the 2019 Provincial Female Peewee A champions. We've got one game left to go. It features another Riptide team. Will they be able to build on the momentum from their younger team's win? We'll find out. It's the Bantam A finals coming up at 3 o'clock between the Western Riptide White and the Quad County Bulldogs. Until then, this is Michael Petter saying may your skates always be sharp, may your shots always hit the top shelf. Final score one last time. The Riptide are provincial champions, beating the Cape Breton Blizzard 2-1. Thanks for watching. We'll be back with you in just a little bit.